And we're back. We back. Just wanted to kind of I decided to take a day. And we're back. I want to actually hold on, I got a little feedback. This right here is what we call YouTube and chill. We're gonna sit back and I got a documentary I wanted to kind of view with the audience or whatnot. I want to also bring up a couple of my friends. We're gonna watch this documentary. It's called The Rise and Fall of Darren Sharper or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have a new addition to date night. Again, YouTube and chill. I decided, on some nights or Friday night is definitely a great night to kind of chill out, kind of have one of those days where you're not doing a whole lot. It's been a long week. You don't want to go in the club, but I kind of want to just chill. So guess what? Why not chill with me? Why not chill with me and some friends? So let me stop babbling, right? Let me stop babbling. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started. But I'm going to bring some friends in as soon as she get her camera right in the background. Let me tell y'all something. This is the first edition. And I'm going to pull this young lady up, and I'm going to straighten her out first. Let me ask you a question. What are you doing with your camera turned that way? Turn your camera. Oh, Lord. Here we go.
It's on the side.
Okay.
It's turned on the side.
Turn the other way then.
Turn
There
it
you
up,
go.
right?
That's even. You know what? We're gonna leave it like that because we here to
Now it's
watch.
up, right?
Yeah, we here to watch this movie. So look, so check this out, y'all. I again, this is a platform, meaning that it's not a podcast. It's not about me. It's about us, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna sit here and learn some new, interesting ideas on dating. Also, this particular episode or what we call show, this YouTube and chill, is just like, to say for instance, you out with your friend or your girl or whatnot, and hey, it's been a long week. Why don't you come over and let's watch a little TV, right? So guess what? What I decided to do is watch a little TV with y'all, and I also brought my two friends. Look, I got somebody over there with the red dress on. Why I can't hear y'all? What's going on with y'all over here?
Can't hear us now?
Yeah. Why
I
y'all
can't
keep
even
the
see.
microphone? What's going on?
I
What's
can't
up?
even see nothing. It's a black screen.
It's a black screen. What's going on with y'all? We can see you very good. We can see you very well. Can y'all see? Y'all can't see me?
Nope, it just say Rumble going across date night online, subscribe, YouTube. I could see myself when I turned the
Okay,
camera.
but you're not. We're supposed to be looking on. You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be in here. What did you go online? Did you go on Rumble?
I didn't do nothing. Now I
Okay.
can see you when I turn the camera back.
Okay, you see me now.
Yeah, I can see you now.
Golly, tell the alderman to come on over here too. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all, this right here, we chilling today. We ain't doing no interviews. We cutting up. We watching TV. We got people we got people cooking.
Cooking. Yeah, you
Look,
hear the
so look,
noise.
check this out. Tell everybody who's out there to come on camera right quick, right?
Okay,
Tell
okay.
everybody to come on
Come
on
back.
camera
Come
right
back to the
quick.
camera, y'all. We need to see a face.
Yeah, we just
Been
need to do a
called to
roll
the
call right
podium.
quick, real quick.
Hold on. Maybe I should take the phone over there. No.
N- Don't you move, cause you bootleg.
Yeah, it's doing too much. Keosha, come here. Come back, red dress.
You know what? Don't worry about it, cause guess what? We finna go ahead and start this show. Guess what? I got some people in the background. They may pop up a little bit here and there. So look, so check this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start again. We're gonna watch this documentary. It's called let me show it right here. Bam. Dang, it came up warning. I'm talking about automatically. This is a warning.
Ooh.
This program contains a dramatization. Hold on. It contains a dramatization of intense violence, actual events. Some names, locations have been altered. Individuals depicted in this program are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Viewer discretion is
Right.
advised. You like that? You like that?
Hey, it's a good warning.
Right. Okay, so basically, here's what I want to do. Let me go ahead and let's get the video started. Again, this is what we call, it's a rising star disappears into the air, fatal attraction episode, smoking. Hold on, now, which one is this? Oh, you know what? I got the wrong one.
Oh, that's
But
a
nah, but it's
different
okay.
one with the
But look, here's
warning.
what we're gonna do. Look, listen, we chilling today. We ain't finna watch.
Injury by
Hold on.
exam. Crime
Boom.
lab
Here we go.
results pending.
Bam. Okay, look, check this out, y'all. Hold on for a second. We're gonna do this.
It's cold.
Okay, look. This is
one of the hardest hitters in NFL history. An all-pro ball hawk with Hall of Fame credentials. However, a man who was once considered one of the most feared and prolific.
We're gonna pause it right here, and we're gonna get this shit straight. I'll tell y'all something. We're gonna watch this. So basically, the disturbing downfall of an NFL legend. This is about my man Darren Sharper. Hold on for a second. We got people in the background. We cooking. It's Friday. We about to watch a video. We trying to watch a damn video.
We trying.
That's all right. Here we go.
Hold on. It's coming. All this.
It's coming. That's how it's supposed to. Ooh, there it is. All right. So here we go. Let's start from the beginning. So let me know if you can hear. Can you hear this? You hear that?
Yeah.
One of the hardest hitters in NFL history. An all-pro ball hawk with Hall of Fame credentials. However, a man who was once considered one of the most feared and prolific players in the league.
So look, check this out.
Check this
out. Let me show y'all something right quick. This is like we at the house anyway, watching TV, right? So look, check this out. I'm one of those guys that like to pull up what's going on. Boom, here it is. This is it right
here. Oh, there it goes.
Okay, here's the actual his particular case. Okay, let me do this right quick. Boom, Darren Sharper. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that?
Yep, we can see that.
Okay, good. So basically, here's what it is. The U.S. Attorney announced that Darren Sharper, 40 years old, formerly of the New Orleans, was sentenced today after having previously pled guilty to conspiracy to distribute. Guess what? You're a doctor. Say this word right here. I mean, excuse me. You're a nurse. What's that word? That's a drug.
Alpromazole. It's like Versed.
Okay, what does that do to you?
Benzodiazepine. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And so what is this right here? Diazepam, Pam, whatever it is. You know, I ain't go to school.
Did you hear what I said?
What did it say?
Diazepam.
Diazepam. Okay. What is, you know a little bit about that?
Okay.
Okay. What about this right here?
Zolpidem.
Zolpidem, right?
Same kind of class.
And what does that do to you?
Benzodiazepines make you sleepy. We give them for moderate or conscious sedation for a procedure. That plus a narcotic or opioid such as fentanyl or morphine, those two together is conscious sedation. You have limited memory. It does produce amnesia effects. Yeah.
Okay. So guess what? So basically he used all these, what she just said, with the intent to commit rape and 2 counts of distributing these substances with intent to commit rape. You see that?
Oh, wow.
So basically, he was 220 months, which is roughly about 18 years incarcerated, followed by 3 years of supervised release, $20,000 fine. So, he's previously pled guilty. He pleaded guilty. He was entered into a conditional plea in Orleans Parish Criminal District Court. According to court records, Sharper admitted that he and others distributed controlled substances to unsuspecting women, and then had sexual relations with them while they were incapacitated. I'm a little tipsy too. Sharper also admitted that he conspired with persons in committing these offenses. Co-defendants Brandon Lazardi and Eric Nunez. Now, look, check this out. This is my first time reading and seeing this documentary. I saw it. I said, boom, I'm going to pull it out and we're going to watch it. So this real time. Who both pled guilty last month are scheduled for sentencing on October 13, 2016. So this happened around 2016. So let's go ahead and get back to the actual documentary. So you got an idea about what's going on a little bit?
Now I do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great. So that's why I want to bring it up to kind of keep you abreast of what's going on. So let's go back to the actual. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to the actual documentary while we didn't ran it down for you out there.
This is highlights of when he played.
Yeah, these just highlights.
Okay. Oh, that's him.
And you know, okay. Also, quick fun fact. He also was at one point in a relationship with Gabrielle Union. This is Gabrielle Union's ex-boyfriend as well. Just kind of tidbit
Okay.
information.
NFL star, a Super Bowl champion, Darren Sharper.
Details on an NFL star accused of serial.
One of the first lines labels the former NFL star as a suspect.
Growing by the minute. Police are calling former NFL star Darren Sharper a serial rapist. Victims are coming forward. He's also accused of raping 2 women in California, and detectives are building more cases against him in Nevada and Louisiana.
Darren Sharper was one of the best players of the past decade in the NFL. Now he's in jail for numerous sexual assault charges. A real-life Jekyll and Hyde who at one point supported women's causes, but later went on to attack women all over
Somebody
the
that
country.
prison with that hairline. Hit the hairline.
Sharper, accused of being a serial rapist. Cases involving 9 women across 4 states.
Suffering a staggering fall from grace.
How do you plead to the charge?
Wow.
And a 50-yard interception return for a touchdown against Detroit. 34-yard fumble return touchdown against Dallas.
Gridiron great, suffering a staggering fall from grace.
Sharper's story would begin in Henrico County, Virginia. Sharper was an exemplary student, an honor roll student who had perfect attendance 3 of his 4 years at Hermitage High and was part of the class council. However, Sharper's accomplishments off the field would pale in comparison to his feats on the gridiron. Sharper would attend William and Mary College and would quickly make a name for himself as one of the premier safeties in all of college football. His ball hawk prowess, combined with his big hit ability, made him the ideal safety for NFL teams. And Sharper's hard work would pay off.
Welcome to the National Football League.
You know what? Real quick. You know what's so interesting about these stories is that sometimes so many people they get into a position where they've probably had a marred past before. And then what happens is somewhere down along the way, they kind of forget where they come from to a point where you just blow it all, right? Who wants to go back? You have to almost realize that, like, you probably pull yourself out of poverty, right? But then after that, you gain so much success and so much everything else and access and everything comes easy. So then you use that power and it engulfs you, it builds your ego, and then you do stupid shit.
That's crazy, right? Like you forget really where you come from and that hard work and dedication that was put in it only to now what?
Yeah. I just wanted this. I thought about that. You know, he couldn't believe it earlier. He said he couldn't believe that he had made it to the NFL, you know, so.
Right.
62nd annual college draft.
Second round pick at that. Like you had
Sharper would fail to start his rookie year, but would make his presence
multiple
immediately known.
avenues and then do this.
Hold on, let's see something. Let me back up for a second. Let me see something right quick. Yeah, I'm that dude that rewind stuff. Sharper would be selected in the second round by the Green Bay Packers. In this case, you can read.
Sharper would fail to start his rookie year, but would make his presence immediately known.
Now, I'm too busy drinking. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna do rewind, King.
The National Football League.
But we ain't gonna do this the whole time.
62nd annual college draft.
Okay, yeah, we already know that. We seen that part. This how dudes be doing when you watch TV for real, trying to rewind shit and talking.
Sharper would fail to start his
Hey,
rookie
we just
year,
watching the talking,
but would
right?
make his presence immediately known.
Okay, we had an angle, and I saw him with his head down running. Okay, well, all right. And I thought he's not even looking at me, so I went ahead and cut back. I guess this was about a play, I guess. Okay, here we go. Now shut up, Mark. Jesus.
With 0 starts, Sharper would score 3 defensive touchdowns. And throughout his 14-year career, Sharper would solidify his standing as one of the best defenders in the league, making it to 5 Pro Bowls, a 2-time All-Pro, named to the NFL 2000's All-Decade Team, a Super Bowl champion, with 63 regular season interceptions, ranking 6th all-time, 11 of them returned for touchdowns, ranking 2nd all-time, and his 13 total defensive touchdowns are tied for 1st, alongside Rod Woodson and Charles Woodson. Sharper's final game in the NFL would take place in Seattle.
Wait.
And after 14 years,
So I guess right here the significance of this is the right before he, his last game. I think he got hurt or something like that.
his
but
illustrious Hall of Fame caliber career
We'll see.
would come to an end.
Nope. This month after his final game in the NFL, the dark side will begin to emerge.
The dark side.
Right.
Only 2 months.
One dark night in Miami, at the renowned nightclub Mansion,
One
2
dark
female
and
college
stormy
students
night.
attended, eager to experience the nightlife they had heard so much about. As the night progressed, they met the club promoter, Wesker Payano, and after a night of dancing and drinking, Payano suggested they accompany him to visit a friend.
So
Darren
much wrong with
Sharper.
that picture.
Right? I was thinking the same thing.
Much about. As the night progressed, they met the club promoter,
that.
Wesker Payano, and
First of all, there's so much wrong with this right here.
after a night of dancing and drinking, Payano suggested they accompany him to visit a friend, Darren Sharper. The women met Sharper and entered his $6.7 million apartment.
Jeez.
But exhausted from a night of partying, both women quickly fell asleep. During the night, a man entered the room with sinister intentions. Being disturbed several times through the course of the night, the women had had enough and awoke Payano and told him about the disturbing things that had happened to them as they slept, and were taken to the hospital the following morning. Officer Alejandro Fernandez had received a call and was dispatched to Jackson Memorial Hospital. Upon arriving, he encountered 2 women, recounting to the officer what they had experienced last night. The women were clearly...
Damn. I saw it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm that dude. You be like, bruh. Okay, yeah. Here we go.
had experienced last night. The women were clearly shocked and frightened by the incident, and shortly before leaving Sharper's apartment, they had noticed that an article of clothing was missing on both of the women. However, after an inspection...
Hey, do me a favor right quick. While we watching it, mute your phone.
Mute it? Okay.
All right.
Dr. Victoria Faya informed police that she did not find any evidence of sexual battery on either complainant. Just 5 days later, police would classify the case as miscellaneous and non-criminal and would later destroy the rape kits. When asked to identify who the man was that entered the room that night, she stated, "It was Darren or Jamie Sharper."
Did you just hear what they said? Huh? Did you hear that? Okay, I
No,
think
run
it's
it back. What
for
they
some
say?
reason, I'm gonna run it back. Listen to this part.
Was missing on both of the women. However, after an inspection, Dr. Victoria Faya informed police that she did not find any evidence of sexual battery on either complainant.
Okay, watch this.
Just 5 days later, police would classify the case as miscellaneous and non-criminal and would later destroy the rape kits. When asked to identify who the man was that entered the room that night, she stated, "It was Darren or Jamie Sharper."
Okay, you saw. So basically, it looks like there were some kits or whatnot that were missing, and the woman basically said they came in and took and destroyed them. That's
Who
bold.
destroyed them?
There, it was stated it was Darren and Jamie. Jamie, he has a brother. His name is Jamie Sharper. Right. That's of course it's his brother. And so the lady stated that it sounds like she was saying there were kids and they came in. She looked up and she saw them come in and took and destroyed the kids. Basically,
In the
what she said.
hospital.
In the hospital.
Destroyed them in the hospital.
Right. It looks like that's what I'm saying.
On the night of February 1st, 2013, at a Super Bowl party in New Orleans, a woman modeling for the event met a man named Brandon Liccardi. The two seemingly hit it off. Liccardi decided to buy the young woman a drink, but shortly thereafter, the woman became woozy, and Liccardi decided to take her to the home of a close friend, Darren Sharper. Her drink, unbeknownst to her, had been spiked with a slew of drugs and sedatives, ecstasy, Xanax, and Valium. After Liccardi drugged victim 1, he brought V1 to the defendant's condo in the warehouse district of New Orleans with the intent to have with her and to provide the defendant with the opportunity to have with her. Sharper ultimately chose not to. Upon waking, she woke up in a state of panic, grabbing her clothes and ran out of the condo.
Man, they are on point with all these sound effects, boy. I was in the room. I just saw what was going on. Like,
right, they get you real intense. The music, the dun dun dun.
Right. I'm over here. I done heard the door close. Somebody running out.
It's the street. She called a friend who came and got her. She told him that she did not know what happened, but that she may have been drugged. Cell site information was obtained in this matter by the FBI, pursuant to a court order. It showed that on the night/morning that V1 was. The cell phones of Liccardi and Sharper were both at the location of the party at 2:30 a.m. and were together in the warehouse district where Sharper's condo is located between 3:15 a.m. and 5:48 a.m. on February 2nd, 2013.
Damn. In New Orleans. Whoa.
A woman stumbled through the crowded club.
Okay, this is right here. Basically, he wasn't going home with the woman. He was going home with a zombie. Damn. She was drugged up. That's crazy, ain't it?
A woman stumbled through the crowded club in a daze. A witness who saw the woman describes the incident. Tony Stafford witnessed the woman, a former Saints cheerleader, stumbling around the club in a stupor and stated, "Looked like she was sleepwalking."
Oof.
He became concerned, and out of the corner of his eye, he saw Sharper eyeing the woman.
She was on the potion. You seen that? I can't hear you. I'm with your phone. I can't hear none of you saying.
Yeah. Okay.
No. Yeah.
If I change it back, yeah. I think it's better on a computer versus a phone.
Yeah. Y'all partying back there too.
Man, a lot going on over here.
Right. It's all good. So you heard that she said she was a damn zombie. like a zombie, and he's like they call it the potion.
So I
And
wonder
look,
if that potion back in the day lean now.
well, that's this 20 versus 2015. So look, she's ready. That's what's said. You seen that? That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why would you want a zombie though?
I don't know. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this right here. Okay, hold on.
In a stupor and stated, looked like she was
Sleepwalking.
Wow.
So basically, he in the club with the girl, like she was sleepwalking.
He became concerned,
Damn.
and out of the corner of his eye, he saw Sharper.
Sharper
eyeing the
was
woman.
watching in the background.
She's on the potion.
Wow.
She's ready.
Stafford approached Sharper
Crazy.
and asked about the woman, and Sharper responded that he was taking her back to his apartment, which is about a mile away. She's on the potion. She's ready. Sharper then took the woman's hand and walked out of the club. The next morning, Stafford received a call. The woman he had seen the night before was on the phone, weeping as she told Stafford that she had awoken to find Sharper on top of her. Stafford then convinced her to go to the hospital for an examination, and she agreed. An investigation soon began into the alleged incident. Police obtained a DNA sample from Sharper. 6 weeks later, Sharper's DNA matched the DNA found on the woman.
Wow.
Really would not mean much to me. A guy like that, I know his true colors now. A guy I cannot trust.
2 women were on the way to an after party with Darren Sharper. Along the way, Sharper stated that he needed to stop by his hotel and grab something and invited the women up to his room.
Ooh,
Sharper made
don't
the
drink
women
the drink.
but just minutes after consuming, the women would black out.
Damn.
8 days later, a mother and daughter walked into the North Hollywood police station to report the incident. The daughter stated that after blacking out, she awoke nude in bed with Sharper.
Daughter makes me mindful of how women are treated, undervalued, and exploited, which is why I feel compelled to take advantage of this opportunity to speak up about domestic violence. Okay. Darren Sharper. Damn.
That's
See
what
that?
he said?
Yes. That's
He
his
said
quote.
that.
My daughter makes me mindful of how women are treated, undervalued, and exploited, which is why I feel compelled to take advantage of this opportunity to speak up about domestic violence. That was his quote.
Yes. Oh, that was him. He was captain.
Oh, man, that's
Just to try to throw him off.
all right.
That's some sinister stuff right there.
So 2013, so this is the timestamp right here.
The young woman struggled to get to her feet. She lost control of her motor functions and felt increasingly lightheaded and dizzy. She unsteadily made her way to the bathroom. They had made their way home from a nightclub with Sharper after her friend had become ill. She had felt fine the whole night until the last drink Sharper had made for them, which he called frat shots. And as she made her way to the bathroom, she caught something out of the corner of her eye. She saw Sharper on top of the passed out friend. Shocked.
Hey, let
she
me ask you a
ran
question.
back
Because I asked somebody this, I told somebody I was going to do it, and she gave me her opinion. Okay, so I know it's very heinous, and I know it's the wrong thing to say, but I got a point behind his. Do you think he's an attractive guy?
He looks very attractive. Not bad looking at all. Like, so why would
Right.
you have to go to that length to drug somebody when you're a ball player? I know people are throwing themselves at you. Like, what kind of control do you want if you need them to be unaware,
Right.
out of control? They can't even participate.
Man, frat shots. That is crazy.
Frat shot.
This some lingo I've never heard. I heard it at one point, especially being around, I'll just say being around people that were public figures, okay? And so I'll say I've used to, back in the day, hear about things here and there or whatnot. Never seen it, never been a participant of it, but I've definitely never heard of some of this lingo. Frat shots, the potion, stuff like that. That's kind of That's kind of, and then two, the reason that I'm really showing is, I know I'm stopping, but I want to make sure I understand. One thing about this platform is about awareness and learning new things. And equipping each other with information so we can use while we're dating. I think this type of information and awareness is great, right? Absolutely. This is why I picked. That's why I picked this, because this is something you can put in your toolbox when you go out on dates, to be mindful of who you're with. One, first of all, it goes back to the basics, right? The basics. Have a conversation. Have a conversation with a person. Get to know a person. Pick up the goddamn phone, right? Pick up the phone and have a conversation. Give it a while. My rule of thumb, I would say, and I came up with this the other day with some I would practice, will be at least speak to someone on the phone for at least a week. Make it a week before you go out on the first date, right? And have some real conversation, right? You can kind of get a feel and then get into the presence of that particular person. Make sure that, I'll definitely say this, make sure when you get in that particular the presence, pay attention not only with your eyes, your ears, but also on how you feel, right? That's the main thing. Make sure that you are feeling that you may be in a state of comfort. If it feels a certain kind of way, at that time, I would definitely say it's time for you to go. That's what I would say, Yeah. All right. So let's one take a little commercial break.
New questions.
Right.
And as she made her way to the bathroom, she caught something out of the corner of her eye. She saw Sharper on top of the passed out friend. Shocked, she ran back to the room and locked the door. Sharper stood at the door. He tried to explain what the woman saw and that he and the passed out woman had a relationship. By noon the next day, Sharper had fled after being confronted by the women and stating that he didn't remember what happened the night before. All three of the women present went to the hospital to be examined, one of which showed evidence of assault. The police searched the apartment. They collected drink bottles, used plastic cups from a trash can, a rug, couch cushions, and clothing. One of the discarded cups still held remnants of a drink that Sharper had mixed. Officers also found a broken pink pill. The examiner's diagnosis was as follows: sexual assault by history, minor physical injury by exam, crime lab results pending. A rehearsed phone call would be placed by one of the victims to Sharper in an attempt to gather a form of admittance to the crime. Darren quickly stated his phone battery was running out and he had to call her back. He hung up and called back at 18:49 hours from a blocked number. Stated she was still very upset about the situation. Darren stated he was sorry and still wanted to be friends with stated that she realized that Darren had a problem and that he had probably done something like this before. Darren replied that was ridiculous. Continued to question Darren about the incident. He replied the situation was up, but he refused to provide any more details or talk about the incident. Darren stated that he and needed to find a way to move on and continue to be friends. He did not want to talk about the past any longer and wanted to focus on their friendship moving forward. Darren stated that he would let her know about coming to Arizona, but reiterated that he still wanted to remain friends with her. Darren told her that he would talk soon before ending the call.
Hey, this is Darren Sharper, and it's time for the football camp for her. Join Lance Moore and myself as we enjoy a ladies' night out with a purpose.
We were in full police uniform.
Whoever put this damn documentary together, y'all, boy, they laying it on thick. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, they really putting it on.
They putting it on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you already seen the quote he made about his daughter, and then they turn around and show him doing a something for women and spend the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, it's right. Media manipulation is real, right?
Oh yeah, it really is.
It's real. I mean, whoever. And I'm gonna go back and get this guy the credit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is a random video. I never saw it, so I haven't seen it. I'm sorry, I'm country as hell, but I've never seen it. where this is real time for me, right? I probably saw the first 5 minutes. After I saw the 5 minutes of it, and then I said, you know what, it started to move down the path. I said, let me stop here and let me go ahead and watch it with you guys. So that's how I got here. All right.
We can't hear the video.
They're over the part that's sound over there. I can't hear you.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
she over here. She's disengaged on her attention span. She don't want to hear none of it.
She can't sit down.
You know, her attention span. She don't listen.
All right. Also, look, everybody that's listening. Also, hit me up in the inbox. Here's the thing. I'm gonna continue to do things like this. Hit me up in the inbox. Let me know you and your girls want to come on. We'll do a video just like this. We can. I say I'm gonna do it every other Friday, but if I get enough motion, as they say, I may do it every Friday. You know what I mean? I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if you ain't doing
it,
why not?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead and mute your phone. Go ahead and mute your phone.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
Driving a marked black and white police vehicle. We received a radio call for a sexual assault investigation at the Santa Monica Treatment Center. We met with the two victims as they told their story. While at the nightclub, was approached by male, later identified as Sharper, Darren Sharper, and began to talk, and it was later determined that they both were going to the same party after the nightclub. Sharper invited and to another party, but he stated he had to go to his hotel and pick something up before. Sharper invited and to his hotel room and agreed to go inside, and went straight into the bathroom. When they got inside his hotel room, Sharper had 2 vodka and cranberry shots ready for, and when they exited the bathroom, they initially declined the shots, but Sharper kept asking them to take the shots, and they took the shots. Blank and Blank blacked out within 10 minutes. And woke up at approximately 0900 hours, believed that Sharper possibly placed drugs in the vodka shots. And decided to get tested because they believed they had been sexually assaulted, went to the Santa Monica Rape Treatment Center at midnight. Just one day later, Sharper would strike again.
Damn.
He'll strike again.
One of my favorite players.
Dun, dun, dun. What is that? The days counting?
What's that now? Say it again.
The days, like when it's one.
Oh man, I done messed up, man.
There's 2 colors now.
Hold on for a second. I'm over here.
Okay.
Over here.
Sexual assault by history, minor physical injury by exam. The past any longer, and wanted to focus on their friendship moving forward. Darren stated that he would let her know about coming to Arizona, but reiterated that he still wanted to, as they told their story.
There we go.
While at the nightclub, was approached by male, later identified as Sharper, Darren Sharper, and began to talk. And it was later determined that they both were.
Now what you was at? I'm sorry. Go ahead. You was asking me something. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying.
I can't hear you.
I was
Okay, go
saying
ahead.
that the days that keeps counting is that
Right.
days that he's still out free, or what's
No,
that
this is
number?
free. This is talking about the November 2015. Oh no, this is a succession of what happened as far as the case that the rape case. Excuse me, I can't say that word. That case, the moment he took something from the woman. I can't say that the R word on some of these platforms. So,
Gotcha. I know what you're
yeah. So these dates are leading up to the different events. Is my point.
Okay.
Okay.
were going to the same party after the nightclub. Sharper invited and to another party, but he stated he had to go to his hotel and pick something up.
We've seen this already.
Sharper invited and to his hotel room and agreed to go inside, and went straight into the bathroom. When they got inside his hotel room, Sharper had 2 vodka and cranberry shots ready for, and when they exited the bathroom, they initially declined the shots, but Sharper kept asking them to take the shots, and they took the shots. Blank and Blank blacked out within 10 minutes. And woke up at approximately 0900 hours, believed that Sharper possibly placed drugs in the vodka shots. And decided to get tested because they believed they had been sexually assaulted, went to the Santa Monica Rape Treatment Center at midnight. Just one day later, Sharper would strike again.
Nigga.
He struck again?
Yeah. Like he's a
See how it says 1034? What does that mean? What does is that a date or is that the number of victims?
That was
since the first accusation?
Hold on, let me see. Let me go back. Let me look at my investigative skills. Hold on. If anybody, also real quick, anybody in the chats or whatnot, anybody in the chat, if anybody knows what exactly that means or idea, let's put it in the chat. Shit, we all can figure it out. Like you said, we watching TV.
Because they believed they had been sexually assaulted, went to the Santa Monica Rape Treatment Center at midnight. Just one day later, Sharper would strike again.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what they talking about, man. January 15. I don't know what that means. 1034.
Yeah,
1034.
The numbers keep going up, so I'm wondering maybe it's just the days since the first accusation. I don't think it would be the amount of women that.
Anybody can figure it out. This open program. Anybody
can know.
Right.
Inc.
Right. Exactly. All right. You can go back on pause for me. They end up clicking pots and pans and stuff.
Two women had been invited to a VIP table at Surrender nightclub. At this table, they met Darren Sharper. The night felt like a blur, and soon they were on their way to an after party with Sharper. Both women noted feeling funny and can only remember pieces of what transpired. One of the women woke up in a bed with Sharper and got up, still foggy and disoriented, and went to go look in the mirror and saw a cut on her face and noticed there was blood on the bedsheets as well. When both women left, they were both convinced that they were drugged and went to be examined. Both were unsure whether or not they should report the incident. And then, news broke.
A date rape case growing by the minute. Police are calling former NFL star Darren Sharper a serial rapist.
Former NFL star Darren Sharper, accused of raping and drugging multiple women.
And that's where he currently faces charges in Los Angeles.
Also in that police report, it says the victims were under the influence of an unknown substance and woke up to find a nude Darren Sharper on top of them. And Sharper faces 2 counts of aggravated murder in Los Angeles, where he's being held in jail.
Nunez, Darren Sharper, and former St. Bernard Parish Sheriff's Deputy Brandon Licciardi were all indicted in December and charged with rape and other crimes. Paint a picture of drug-aided sexual misconduct.
That's where he faces charges in 2 cases.
After a crime spree that lasted nearly 3 years, Darren Sharper was finally arrested on suspicion of and was suspended from the NFL Network, being linked to 2 sexual assaults, a number that was to rapidly increase in the coming months. On February 14th, 2014, Sharper was officially charged with 2 counts of by use of drugs, 4 counts of furnishing a controlled substance, and 1 count of possession of a controlled substance. All felonies according to the Los Angeles County prosecutors. Sharper pleaded not guilty to all charges. Sharper surrendered his passport. The bail was raised from $200,000 to $1 million. The judge also ordered Sharper not to frequent clubs, bars, or any venue where alcohol is the primary item for sale. Korn also ordered Sharper not to be alone with any women he does not have a
You know who it is, right?
Yeah, I can see who that is. They blurred it out, but not enough.
You know who it is?
So he was dating Gab and still was raping women?
No, I think that I don't know. Somebody had to look up. That's a good question.
Oh, okay.
That's a good question, but yes, that we can definitely know Huh?
He is very attractive. I don't understand why he got dimples. What the hell?
You know what? I can't bring any I can't and I will not. I'll say this. I cannot and I will not bring any reasoning to why he would do such a thing. But I'm gonna take a stab and say a lot of times I would probably think it's a control thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, being able to enforce your will. You know what I'm saying? And some people get off on that.
Right. Totally unconscious. Totally
exactly. So, and I don't know. I don't. To me, listen. Guess what?
It's unwordable, right?
No. I'm gonna tell you this. Right? It's 9:47. I could say all kids in the bed. It should be. No, they probably hanging out. But listen, I mean by kids, y'all kids. I ain't got no kids in here. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this. I'll say it like this. I want you to be up so you can remember. Right.
I want you to be an active participant.
I need you to tell me what happened the night before.
Right. I need you to remember.
I need you to stay up, okay? I don't want you drowsy.
Don't want you groggy. No.
At all.
The chance to maybe throw up. No. No.
Previous relationship with, from or prior to October 30th, 2013, the date of the first alleged rape in Los Angeles.
And again, whoever blurred this out,
any venue where alcohol is the primary item for sale. Korn also ordered Sharper not to be alone with any women he does not have a previous relationship with, from or prior to October 30th, 2013, the date of the first alleged rape in Los Angeles County. Sharper faced up to 30 years in prison if convicted on all counts, and soon Sharper's house of cards would come crashing down.
Cases involving 9 women across 4 states.
Who at one point supported women's causes, but later went on to attack women all over the country. Authorities say Sharper sexually assaulted or attempted to assault at least 9 women in 4 states over 5 months, after rendering some of them unconscious.
Darren Sharper, Eric Nunez, and Brandon Licciardi all face a litany of drug and sexual assault charges in courts across the city.
The attacks starting in New Orleans, then California, Arizona, and finally Nevada.
He's also accused of raping 2 women in California, and detectives are building more cases against him in Nevada and Louisiana.
For drugging and raping as many as 16 women in several cities, including right here in Las Vegas.
The former NFL star Darren Sharper pleading guilty to sexual assault charges after being accused of drugging and assaulting women in 4 states. Sharper agreeing, to multiple plea deals, 9 years behind bars.
How do you plead the charge? Guilty.
Sharper was sentenced to 9 years in prison, which spurred much public outcry. But the even bigger question atop everyone's mind was, how was Darren Sharper able to avoid arrest for nearly 3 years, even amidst the...
You heard that part? You heard that part?
Yeah, how could he avoid it? 3 years?
Right, because he had been accused. There were definitely some women that said well before that he was, he had violated them. Again, I can't say the R word, but he had violated them, and no one ever heard. And then again, like they said earlier, the kits. Someone reported that he came in and destroyed the rape kits too. So
maybe he had the money too.
Yeah, money, influence, and that's another thing too. One thing about it all is that some people have so much admiration for people that are public figures, right? To a point where they would put other people in danger because of the admiration of others, right? Where they allow stuff like that to happen, right? That's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, how can you know something like that is actually happening and you just allow it to like that, as a man, so my 2 cents. What you think about that?
Oh, for sure. And the league backing him, I'm sure. They have lawyers to write letters and discredit the victims, and then keep going. We got another game.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this. I would doubt. I'm gonna say this. I don't think. Well, from what my understanding is, the league never had anything to do with it. But we're gonna use the word allegedly because we really don't know. Possibly, but it was never alleged, so why not even use it? But I haven't heard that theory before. But I can definitely say sometimes when you're a benefit, let's just say, not in his case, let's say this. In a lot of cases, when you're a benefit for some entities, then you're able to get away with things. You know what I mean? Let's say that, and it's very possible on what you just said. You know what I mean? Just to kind of cover our butt on this one. Allegedly, right?
Allegedly. Get all the right
police
words.
investigation.
Right. Possibly, allegedly. Shit.
From day one, the investigation into the allegations
So that was the
levied
days.
against Darren Sharper.
There was 100 and see again being very dramatic. That was like 1,030 some days. So yeah, they were actually talking about how many days he got away with this. So you caught that then? You seen that?
Yeah, I was wondering. Like, they keep doing this chalk writing. What was it? But, to make it more dramatic. Yeah.
Right, dramatic. All right. Let's go back. We're almost done. It's a 25-minute video, so
Were marred with police failure and celebrity privilege. In the first allegation levied against Sharper, Officer Alejandro Fernandez made no effort to contact Sharper, nor are there signs that he attempted to collect evidence from Sharper's apartment. He never referred the case to Miami Beach's criminal investigation.
Stop right here. Quick public service announcement. There are people bouncing in and out of here. Help your boy out. Either like it or share this video for me, okay? I want to go ahead and just, get this information out to a lot more people. The only way that I want to be able to push it through, at least hit the like button for everybody to just do it. Please hit the like button for me. Help your boy out.
Like and share. Like and share.
Yeah, like and share. And subscribe.
Thanks for joining, guys.
Right. Subscribe. I need you to like. Let's start off. I got a baby walk everybody. I'm gonna step by step. So I'm gonna say this. February will be okay. March will be like month. Every time you see a video of mine, every time you see a live, hit the like button for me. It's just okay. It's February, March, April. Then we're gonna go share, right? So April will be the month of share. Okay, the month of share. All right, and then we'll do the rest later on. So at least hit the like button and share the video for me. It definitely helped me out. And I appreciate your time.
Share, comment.
Exactly, and comment. Do everything.
Investigations unit for further investigation. He never contacted prosecutors to determine whether probable cause existed. There's no sign that Fernandez sent the women's rape kits to a lab for a more detailed examination. 5 days after the incident, he closed the case. It was not labeled a crime, and it sits in Miami Beach records as a miscellaneous incident. The police seemingly had Sharper cornered. He got a warrant to collect a sample of Sharper's DNA. It matched a swab taken from the woman's body. Witnesses told of seeing Sharper with the intoxicated woman at a club and later at his condo. Video footage confirmed Sharper and the woman had been seen together, but prosecutors were hesitant to make a move. This was a heater, police shorthand for a high-profile case. Prosecutors were hesitant to make a move too quickly on a local football hero with deep pockets and savvy lawyers, according to two individuals with knowledge of the investigation.
You seen that? You seen that part right there we was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
This was a heater. Police shorthand for a high-profile case.
High profile.
Prosecutors are hesitant to move too quickly on a local football hero with deep pockets and savvy lawyers.
Allegedly, make it rain, make it rain.
Right. Let me tell you something. You got enough money in this country. I mean, you can dang near skate around a lot of things. You right. One of the things I've heard about attorneys and stuff like that actually being married to an attorney at one point. It's like this. When those prosecutors and those defendants, everybody has a relationship, right? It's like when we see stuff like that, it's like two football teams or two rivals go at it in court, but then after court, they both go back in the same locker room.
In the same locker room.
Right.
Talk about the case.
And talk about the cases and, oh yeah, how's Jim Bob? Jim Bob. Little Joey got braces now.
Right.
You know, those conversations, and then they get into the courtroom, and then next thing you know, it's it's war again. So we'll say that it's two teams. So lawyers, judges, prosecutors, defendants, and judges are opponents that go in the same locker room after the game.
Right.
Right. So if you have enough money, you can align yourself with the right defense attorney that knows the judge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which deals are cut, right? So that somebody who don't have any money can get 100 years on something that someone with money can get probation or 6 months of
90
voluntary
days
down at the
service.
YMCA or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Gotta have that money.
Right, gotta have that money. So just based upon what they said alone, that was the reason why after 3 months of his influence and his money and his ability to have these type of savvy lawyers, that's one of the reasons why it went that 3 years. Okay, so
I bet they were able.
They held off on an
also to
arrest warrant.
discredit.
The DA's
exactly.
Yeah.
Position and the administration's position was, because this was a high-profile case, we want to make sure we do this the right way. It was mainly because of the celebrityness, the official said. You can't go in there half-cocked, hoping you can scare them into pleading guilty or something. You only get one bite at the apple.
They're doing
Investigations into the allegations made against Sharper on October 30th would take nearly 2 weeks to get started. The detective in charge of the investigation did not attempt to interview Sharper, nor did he obtain a sample of his DNA, and the investigation soon died out. After the November 20th incident, police did a good job of quickly responding to the allegations and gathering quite a bit of evidence against Sharper, a broken pink pill, and a drink that Sharper had mixed and given to the women. The kits had returned from the lab. The examiner's diagnosis was as follows: sexual assault by history, minor physical injuries by exam, crime lab results pending. Results did not conflict with the victim's statements, nor did they seal a conviction. They got clothing and DNA samples from the women. They interviewed the boyfriend who had received the call during the alleged rape and planned a phone call with one of the victims and Sharper, in which Sharper apologized, but did not make it clear as to what he was apologizing about. However, even with all the evidence, police would yet again fail to make an arrest, and evidence, such as the pill found in the room and samples from the drink mixed by Sharper, would sit untested in a police storage locker. Sharper's arrest would finally occur after raping 4 women in the span of 24 hours.
As we first reported earlier this week, Sharper was forced to strike a new plea deal with prosecutors after federal judge Jane Trish Malazzo rejected his original deal. She said the 9-year prison sentence was not long enough and indicated that a pre-sentence investigation performed by federal probation and parole listed as many as 14 victims across 5 states, more than the original 9.
In 2016, Sharper was sentenced to 18 years in federal prison. In Sharper's final statement to the court, "I would like to apologize 1,000 times, Sharper said. He looked at the floor as he said, I'm still trying to figure out why I made some of these choices. I lived my life right for 38 years, then I took this path. In the same year, Sharper became eligible for the NFL Hall of Fame, leading to a widespread debate on whether his criminal conviction should disqualify him. Ultimately, he was not, with officials stating that Sharper must be considered because voters are prohibited from taking off-field issues into account. One of the greatest downfalls in NFL history. The fall.
How do you plead the charge?
Of Darren Sharper.
Man. What you think? What you think of? Oh, it's like they dipped. I don't know what the hell happened to them. Hey, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, hold on for a second. There you go. Hold on for a second.
Is it?
Hold on for 1 second. Let me get you back up on here. That's somebody got some feedback. Somebody turn it off. You got people coughing. What's going on over here? All right, I don't know what's going on. You got people all over the place in this thing. What's going on? But anyway, what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that particular video? What do you think? What did you see? What do you think about that documentary? Your phone. I can't hear you.
Okay, I am.
There you go. What do you think about that?
Play that background noise. Yeah,
what do you think about
that's
that
crazy to go through all of that to get the drugs. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead. What are your thoughts on that? What we saw?
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's just like bizarre that you would go through all that sneaky to get the drugs, to get the women, to have the other people looking and watching. I think that's kind of one of those sideline people who will watch and then attack the prey when they're already weak. Like you picking somebody when they're down.
Right. Yeah.
That makes me definitely think twice, because I know several times I've been out and left my drink or left my food. Didn't have anybody watching it, but thank God for those angels, right? And for that people is really sad especially when you're so trusting. And you would think a professional player wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, I think, like I said before, a lot of times what happens is, I'm put. Okay, so check this out. I'm also looking at some other stuff I want to pull up for you right quick. Let me see this on right quick. Sometimes I like to go down that proverbial rabbit hole. So I just went down a quick rabbit hole with everybody. Hold on for a second. Okay, here we go.
He definitely didn't look like someone who would do that. The ghost.
I don't know what's going to go. All right, so that's his release date. He's scheduled to be out 2034. So he has to serve as released from prison. Should he serve his entire 20 years? Which I don't know if he has any parole, probation. I'm not going to dig into all the other stuff. Since the 20 years in prison latest. So, finally, Star. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so ultimately he got a total of 20 years. People, let's see what's going on right here. Confessed rapist and former sentenced to 20 years. I don't know what's going on with this screen here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the same case though, but all right, well, I just wanted to kind of kick this first session off, YouTube and chill. Just want to bring some friends on now. Other than that, Skills, I appreciate your time. Right? Appreciate your time. This was the last minute, y'all. I pretty much went to go visit a good friend of ours earlier, and I left. I told them what I was doing. I was like, "Won't you guys come on? Let's go ahead and get this started." So basically, this is just like a blueprint for a new type show. If you want to join this show with you and a friend, or just you by yourself, you can easily just hit me up in the inbox. Inbox me, and we'll set up a time. I'll find another documentary or something else. Or if at any time you want to come on Skittles, you let me know. It's all good. We'll figure it out. Okay. I can't hear you. Just shaking your head. Hey, hey, look, we'll talk. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, everybody. So that is the first edition of Date Night and Chill. Date Night and Chill. YouTube and Chill, right? So we will be doing this every other Friday, unless I get enough. If I get enough great positive feedback, I may go ahead and probably do it every Friday, or at least 2 Fridays out of the month. So we'll get together and watch some more documentaries or whatnot. It's going to be centered around things we can use for dating. So that particular one, Darren Sharper. Shout out to we're going to give a shout out to, who was that? Dark Side Football. That's the name of it. Dark Side Football. They have several documentaries on NFL legends and whatnot that they some very intriguing stories or whatnot. And again, I just saw that one, so shout out to that particular station. I want to give them their credit. Other than that, I do appreciate your time. Friday night. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.